Alright. Now we're back with Metroid Prime Remastered. So the last time I was here, it was just about... After exiting friggin' Orpheon, crash landing, made it all the way to Chozo Ruins, as what it says right there. Let's get back into it. Have you ever noticed that main menu here, just the inside of a Metroid? Alright, continue on.
Chozo Ruins.
There it is. Welcome back, Samus. Let's get back to it. Okay, I gotta get used to these controls again. So, where was I? Oh yeah, I was right about here. And making my way through two spots here. This spot and that spot. Before I go, let's see. Yeah, it would be here. And then it would lead me over here, too. Okay. Let's see, I just need to look out. Kind of hard to aim at this thing. Especially if I'm doing exactly that. Sort of just wanted me to go grab that. Okay, let's see here. What else you can see here? You can hear that, right? That's the sound of a hidden power-up. Alright. Before we go over there, let's head over here. I can still hear it. I can also see this over here. Let's see. There's more poison. Toxicity level is critical. Contact with contaminated water extreme hazardous. It's always been hazardous. Okay, whoop. The great poison comes from Talon's core. Bit of foreshadowing for that. Don't touch the poison water, you know? But despite it looking a bit like lime soda or Mountain Dew. So you can clearly hear that, right? Truth awaits you in the sacred hall. Let's see here. Alright. I mean, I can still hear it. The sound of a pickup is really loud. How did I miss that? It just sideswiped it. Okay, moving on. What we'll be able to go through here is if you have missiles. Okay. Now we're over here in the watery hall. You can't even go any further than this because you'll be needing a power-up just to be able to crawl up here. You can come back at any time, you know? Okay. Oh, come on, keep reading that. Food generated over the walls. No decomposition detected. Host plant appears to thrive on toxic water. Meaning that this is incorrect here. Okay. Let's see here. You're gonna be needing to clear this out just to read this. Runic symbol activated. 1 of 4. And there's one right behind you. If you're just searching around, not that hard to miss. Well, it is if you're just looking forward instead of right here. That's 2 of 4. Guess I have a little bit of this guy right over here. Oh, just accidentally hit the center key button. I would be able to spam the button fast enough. This sort of just kind of makes my aim jittery because I'm tapping it that fast. Let's see here. Base sediments indicate water once flowed here. Is it not flowing again? Well, I don't see anything flowing out of it, though. Thing's just back. Okay, just need a... There you go. Still about the same thing. You also may notice something here. See that? Right here. You can't go, down here yet because the water is poisoned. Oh. Uh-oh. Thing just pushed me off while I was explaining something. Just a drainage ditch, but it won't be able to... I mean, no, it's just pure poison right now. Okay, now I'm back. Don't worry about this thing. Now, look for the rest of the symbols. One right here. Still another one missing, if you can find that, you know. Large metal grate blocks entrance to the area beyond. You get the other 4 runic symbols. So, where could that be? I don't know. This thing only attacks if you're nearby, which is from its own page says it's that at least 10 meters. You should have been able to find all 4 of those around the room. Yeah, the final one right here. Gate has been unlocked. Well, it is now. Alright. Charge beam. You found the charge beam right about here too. In the watery hall. Technically, it's not really well, I guess you could say it is optional, but you'll be needing one thing just to complete it. Chozo Ruins. I mean Chozo Ruins. Talon Overworld. It's the only thing you can find right now. And look at the lore above us.
Recorded to logbook.
New Chozo lore. Script translated. Disaster struck suddenly. We had a vague, dark foreboding, and it became truth. A meteor appeared from nowhere, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Well, of course, that's exactly what an impact from an asteroid or meteor of some kind would do. Have you ever seen what happened to the dinosaurs? Its destructive force spent. The fallen star burned itself out rapidly, and the incident should have faded into memory. But the meteor brought with it corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land, a strange energy that clawed at natural life with a ferocity that's strange. Negative energy emitted from the meteor expanded to encompass Talon 4 in the night, as a spider weaves a web. What could it be? Don't exactly know. Go ahead and collect the charge beam. Nice. Charge beam acquired. Alright. And then you have the security system of this organic laser system, yeah. Thing to note. Missiles don't work. These do. Just gotta use your charge beam to actually go through with it. I'm trying to aim exactly in the center here so that I can get both of them at once. Minor obstruction, approximately 1 meter wide block hole. You can go over here. You can see that in the map. Problem here is that you don't have the morph bomb yet. You will soon. Just not at this exact moment. Alright, moving on. There may be like a sort of order you can do this at. But this is where you can get the charge beam early. Or if you want to, you can go over here to get, you guessed it, the morph ball bomb. And then head over here just to be able to access this in one go. You can always just go back. It's called... Metroidvanias are known for backtracking, where once you have an ability, you can always go back. That which fouls the water, seek the sun. Like a little bit of forebodiness that's going on here. What sort of meteor that has done all this? Sort of explode on their own. Go ahead and just do a quick little save here. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go. Certainly is difficult to do this. Sort of missed this guy though. Whoop. Alright, that's fine. I can use the other jump on Will. Didn't really know that the motion controls had 2 jump buttons here. Okay, what was it? Path of corruption leads even higher. Yeah, just keep going high. Because right now, it says higher. Would you have to go to the arboretum to go over here to the obvious boss arena? I mean, what else can you describe it? The only other spot that I could house a boss arena would be here or here. Maybe even here. Or here. Oh. Bridge fell. Okay, just keep moving on. Still see that on that side. That just about took care of it all. Nothing to look at other than just a broken bridge. I can still hear, oh, damn it, wrong button. I meant to hit the jump button, or I could just hit the other jump button that's on my left hand instead. It's exactly where the, above the lock-on feature is. Probably like a good idea to use that. Yeah, you can just still see that over on that side. I just go through this hole here. But the exact same thing you see here. You can still hear it, you know. But you can't reach it. You can scan it though. Structural weakness detected throughout sandstone wall. Sandstone. The thing is made of sandstone, huh? But why is it a metal grate? Well, it's another missile upgrade. Still can't quite get the hang of this motion controls, but I'll get there. More of these guys. But you also see this down here. Little shortcut. Probably just break by doing that. You can still see the shriek bats up top there. Okay, so where are we right now? We're over here at the energy core. There's a little bit of a puzzle that could trip you up a bit. Inactive platform lift detected. Function to restore once power has been restored. Did it actually just say that twice? Should return. Yeah. No, it did not. It just said restored. What has shorted out this slot mechanism? It is inoperable. Of course it is.
Recorded to logbook.
New research here. Lock system engaged. Secure the area to unlock door. Pretty much just means that you're in a puzzle room. If you do see that. And now where to start first? Place that isn't just flooded with water. Which would mean that you would go to the right, and then to the left. So if you go over here, there is some stuff you can do here. Hey there, you.
Recorded to logbook.
Got ourselves what would this be called? Stone Toad? Yeah, it's Stone Toad. Preys on creatures smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within. Stone Toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures smaller than itself, inhaling them whole. Anything it finds undigestible, it regurgitates. Stone Toads use their tusks as a last resort in combat. These things, I guess they could look scary, but they do nothing. They're pretty much invulnerable to anything. I mean, they are taking this really well. Well, the only thing you can do, but I don't have it yet. Okay, so you can go over here to just skip on through, but it is the only way to go forward here, to, to that spot. Because, well, it is a puzzle, but you don't have the means to solve it yet. Just go over here first. It's like a little alcove here that is just a spot to... I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, it's just a dynamic loading screen. As far as I'm aware, if you ever see like long hallways, doors, or elevators, it's just a disguised loading screen. While everything else is loaded in the background. Oh, and another thing is when you go 2 doors beyond, it kind of resets the enemies in the next room here. You know, it just respawns them. Okay, where were we? Right over here. A large war wasp hive. Mini boss time. Look what we have here. Is it a creature? It's not really a creature, it's a mechanoid. Incendiary drone, programmed for a high temperature waste disposal. Device schematic indicates a high risk of malfunction when internal power core is damaged and has minimal combat programming. It can defend itself if necessary. Drone's intense heat blast compensating for its lack of battle prowess. Well, if you understand, this is like another bit that, well, what I'm about to say is that most Metroid games do not contain any humor at all. It's mostly played serious, and if there is anything humor, it's extremely rare. This is one of those rare funny moments here. This incendiary drone here thinks you're trash, which is why it's activated. Structure, hive. Primed barbed war wasp dwelling. Extremely durable wasp hive. Will be destroyed by direct exposure to fire from below, which is this thing. Alright, just go ahead and just wait until this thing goes on. And then it just malfunctions. Here's the top of the thing there. New creature. So the only thing you have be wary to scan if you want 100%. Morphology, barbed war wasp. Airborne insect with the ability to launch its stinger at prey. Highly aggressive member of the war wasp family. It can propel the tip of its stinger up to 20 meters. How is it even capable of doing that? Stinger tips regrow seconds after launch and contain an acidic compound designed to pre-digest prey. If it can do that, then it must I gotta ask, how many stingers does it have preloaded within it? Regrow within seconds? Well, just take him out. Just a wasp, though. Oh. Go ahead and just dodge that. It burns that up. Exactly the thing here. Shouldn't you be burning? Missed it. It's pretty much just burning the wasp though, the pipe here. Pretty much a very easy mini boss to fight. I think he managed to hit me there. Got it done. Pretty much just blew it apart. Look at what we have here. Morph ball bomb. Also this thing. Burnt and on fire. This one's completely destroyed. All of its inhabitants have been exterminated, preventing regeneration. There's literally no one left in there. Meaning that if you haven't scanned any of those creatures there, you're gonna lose some data. Or we can just try again. This little action. Whoops. Nice. Got yourself a morph ball bomb now. Alright. You pretty much have mostly all of your lost equipment. You're only missing two things, which you can pretty much get in the entirety of the Chozo Ruins. You also have this too. The spring ball, which is only been added since the trilogy with motion controls, you know? You can use that if you want to not do this, you know? The morph ball allows you to jump if you're within it. Or just do this. You'll go faster that way. That one's pretty much free. Alright, anything else to scan in here before I go? No, it's just a little alcove. Nothing in here. Burned dome. This is where the Chozo may have just threw their trash in here and just burned it. Okay. There's two things you can do here. Go ahead and solve the energy core. Or just look over here if you want to access it. You can't go any higher than this though. And any other spot that requires a morph ball bomb, well, you can do it now. Okay. Alright, let's go. I like that I can do this only to the right Joy-Con instead of the left one. It still hit me though. Alright. Let's see, what was the button? B. No, A, yeah. The only way you can defeat that would be the morph ball bomb.
Recorded to logbook.
You can now access this. Standard morph ball slot. The slot is active. Insert the morph ball and detonate a bomb will usually cause these slots to send electrical impulses that can activate different types of devices. Well, why would you want to do that? It simply appears to be operational. I should operate once power has been restored. Another puzzle to solve here. Go through this right after that. Okay. Taking you guys out. I can see those right in the distance. You could still play the game pure by just placing a morph ball bomb and then using that to jump. Music was changed to puzzle. That activates that one, raising a bit of the platform here. You know, access this platform here. Hurry up. Missed it. That's all of it. You solved the puzzle. It wasn't that difficult. Now it gives you access to this door here. Oh, the music's gone. You solved the puzzle. This machine is now fully functional. The water's been drained. Sometimes you may hear the sound of a power-up nearby, but only when you're nearby near it. Okay. I get the feeling that it could be around here somewhere. I don't really think there is a power-up here. You know, missile expansion or energy tank. Or maybe it's over here instead. Here, just this spot right here was just flooded, and now it's not. Just an easy access to go here if you want to, for some reason. But always just do this instead. Okay. As far as I'm aware, you can go through here, but you cannot proceed. Where does this lead you to? West Furnace access. Magnetic rail, which you can't really do much. You can go over here and do this. When you go through here, it'll net you like a free energy tank. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing else here other than just that. Once you acquire the correct equipment, you can return here later. Won't be for a while though. Alright, rolling on. Oh, come on, go through that. There you go. I can still see in the radar that these streak bats are bad. Should have like a plenty amount of missile expansions going on. Very simple to go through. Got him. Normally I would just do this and just hit him with my lock-on feature. And the power beam certainly has a like limited tracking going on here. And with that, you should be able to do this now. Missed it. Oh, and I fell. That certainly can work. Just gonna get rid of these whatever they're called. Blast caps, yeah. And do that again. Still alive? One of them is. Okay, is there any puzzle that involves bombs? You got this. Damn it. Get rid of this guy. I'm gonna go back over to here then. And try to get that thing. It is literally possible to get it. All you gotta do is just this. Well, it looks possible here. I think I may need the double jump instead. Okay, let me try that again. Nope, it's you're not really high enough for that. Oh, you can actually reach it. It looked a little bit just out of reach. Well, I got this missile expansion. So yes, you can do this little trick to do the double bond jump, or use the spring ball function to do exactly that. Go a little bit faster, you know? Okay. I'm gonna do a quick little save here. those. Alright, saved. Now you know where to go next. Let's check it out. Okay, one thing you could do right now would be here. Or you can save it until you have specific equipment to get both of them, instead of just going back over there twice. Or 3 times, technically. So, yeah, I'll do it exactly that. Going through a loading screen, you know? Now you can actually do whatever the thing is over here. What should happen is that it should technically have 2 of these active. Okay, now it's active. Gotta get rid of these in advance. There's another one nearby. Oh. There's that little runic symbol right over there. Thought I saw something there. Alright. You're gonna need yourself a little bit of a, you know, classic Metroid bombing puzzle thing. Got yourself someone like one of these. This is the one right next to me. And they're not much of a worry here.
Recorded to logbook.
New creature here. Morphology? Venomweed. It's the tangleweed here, but now it's poison. What is this plant that retracts into the ground if threatened? Venomweeds evolved to thrive in the habitats of large organisms, or prey with brightly colored leaves. Well, yeah, if ever you at any time you see anything outside with bright colors and with a vibrant acid-looking I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, just anything with bright colors means it's highly poisonous. You know, like certain tree frogs and mushrooms and flowers. Maybe some bugs too. Plants as well. That then detain it with tiny barbs that deliver a powerful toxin. Venomweed rapidly decompose anything that's come in their midst, becoming fertilizer. Okay, just wait a bit, because they're gonna attract here. Normally, when you ever see these tangleweed, they're just gonna slow you down, because, well, you're too big for it to actually do any meaningful damage. Until you get to the venomweed here, which will actually just start hurting you. Okay, now. Wall appears to have been constructed with extreme delicacy around tree limbs. Delicacy? There's the last one right there. Decorative gate is obstructing passage through the doorway. 4 runic symbols adorn its surface. Which symbols within this room must be scanned again. Access here. Oh. I just need to clear my throat. I don't really have the strap for the Joy-Cons here. Okay, this will give me time. Just need to hit the mute button so I can clear my throat again. Okay. And there you go. That's all 4 of the runic symbols. Now have access to this area. Now, if you manage to get here without getting the Morph Ball Bomb, well, you're stopped by this thing. Still gonna be needing this. Come on, get in there, you. You can see a little bit of a flash of Samus's visor. Well, Samus's visor with her eyes through it. Sun Chamber Lobby. Let's see here. What other places can you access now that you have the missile launcher, and the morph ball bombs. Oh, and morph ball as well. You can always go back here, but you can do that later, since there is something else that's important just to be able to reach this area. So you can either go through it now or later. Have more equipment. Let's see. Now there really shouldn't be anything else here. There is something in this spot here. No. Here, now that you have the morph ball bomb, you can just go through here and have easy access to this spot. Because you're going to have to go through here if you ever want to go to this elevator. Otherwise, you're going to have to go through the sun chamber instead. Go ahead and clear that out. More of these Reaper vines. Alright, gone through. A little bit of this here. You ever need more missiles? See anything else? Sorry, what's in here? Made it over here. Remember when Samus just kind of spun dodge roll out of the way instead of just doing an actual dodge roll. And now for a boss fight. A mutant plant here, known Flagra. There we go. I hit the wrong key again. I'm scanning it.
Recorded to logbook.
New creature, Flagra. Mutant plant is the source of toxic water in the ruins. I need to readjust that, reset that. Flagra's growth cycle has been radically accelerated. As a result, it requires near constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. Exposure has made Flagra's outer shell thick and durable. Its low root system is unprotected and vulnerable. That's usually how it goes for plants. It can be easily exploited that way. If you just have like either fire or too much water or poison, or have insects or fungus just eat through the roots. Anyway, exploit this far when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. Which means you can do this to do some damage. That's dazed now. Little creature here, one of Flagra's tentacles fills this narrow drainage channel. It indicates that Flagra's central nervous system is located at the base of this structure. You can have a little bit of the sun on this side here. Mirror array used to focus sunlight onto creature. It looks like it could be tilted possibly to take it offline. Fun fact about this boss fight's music. Due to a glitch in the original release, you can only listen to the first 30 seconds before it repeats itself. It's been fixed here. It's bombed and on fire now. Flagra is shrinking. It's melting. What a world. Yeah, and then for some reason, the sunlight tilts the boat back over. You gotta do this 4 times. Yeah, I was trying to just do that right there. Come on. It just wants it back on, you know? That should stun it in time. There. It's down for the count until then. I'll just go for it. It's just 1 of 4. That just lights it back up. It's another boss that's not really that difficult to fight. These two just activated again. And that one just so happened to go back. How does that even happen? I don't know. Should be stunned right now. Okay. Ah, damn it. Ah. And you can tilt it like that. Just a little big right there. Oh yeah? Just about managed to get that. Gotta go all the way over here. Made it. Alright. Gotta go through one of that, and now Flagga's been dazed. Just one more left. Yep. Flagga's just here as a puzzle boss. That okay. That'll be just fine. Gonna have to do that. Come on. Just a little bit closer. Wait. And where is that thing? Like right over here. Flagra's impact just caused a small earthquake. I'm going all the way as fast as I can. There, defeated. Won't be doing that a 5th time. Poison purged. Flagga's just trying to keep going, but it's dead now. Alright. The water's been purified. And you got something cool here. The Varia suit. Like the screw attack symbol. God damn it. Collected. Focus, Samus. Grant yourself a new power here. Concentrate. There you go. The Varia suit. Fun fact, the power suit that you were looking at is the original design that Samus wore in the first Metroid game. The Varia suit you see here, acquired, is actually from the 2nd game. Or 3rd game? I think it is from... It's either this, from Metroid 2 or Super Metroid, where you get the new design for the Varia suit. So, because, if you can't tell from the color, well, you have to tell from the new design, which is bulky with huge pauldrons. Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible. Now you can go through here after, heat now. Oh yeah, and a slightly different design for the morph ball, from yellow to blue. Alright, now that you've done that, easily go through here now, and down, if you want. Alright, I think there's still a few more things you can do before you can start collecting all of the power-ups here. What I can tell, there's this area here that's inaccessible. You can still go through here, but you can't go through because you need 3 things. One thing, you need the Varia suit, which you have now. Second, you need, well, you can already tell, the grapple beam, just from looking at it. But that is literally the last thing you can collect. So you won't be here for a long, long time. And third, wave beam. If you manage to get through here somehow, without the grapple beam, then you'll be needing the wave beam. I didn't even say that, oh well. Just another beam type weapon to get through. Gonna have to come back over here. I think with a double jump, I guess. I can't really jump on that thing. Alright, moving on. Toxic scans negative. Water is free of poison. It is now. Is it the great poison that the Chozo has been telling you that it is? What if there's anything over here? I can forget if there is. Because then why would you even be allowed to go through here? Tangle me. And then you're just introduced to something new here. Here, right?
Recorded to logbook.
There's a new power source here. Ultra energy. Replenishes 100 units of health. It's literally just as much as one energy tank full. But that should take care of everything. There it is.
Recorded to logbook.
New creature, whatever this thing is. Pulse Bomba. You can either call it like a Bambu or Bomba or whatever. Life form of raw energy. Periodically releases explosive segments. Pulse Bombas are energy beings, invulnerable to most known weapons. Electrical energy can harm them. However, they lack any intelligence beyond an instinctive attraction to other charged energy sources. Pulse Bombas produce energy constantly. All excess energy is shed, regardless of who or what may be nearby. Thing to worry about when you see this thing. Do not use your charge beam on this until you have something that'll take care of it. It really just wants you to go through this area too, because you won't be coming back. It's in one way until you have the required equipment. Alright, let's go. That's not something I wanted to see here. I'm just gonna do that right now. You're not gonna stick me. That takes care of that. This cordite wall hanging appears to be slightly cracked. It's another key word here. You can't actually do anything about it quite yet. Just one of the runic symbols here has been activated. Another spot with a cordite wall. We also have this too. Extra objects obstructing the path along with the magnetic track. Can't go through here yet. Oh, can't.
Recorded to logbook.
New creatures entry has been downloaded. Oculus. A wall crawler that generates electric impulses. Pulses, yeah. Exposure is a single eye when active. electrical field that covers it is enough to deter most predators. If the Oculus detects anything capable of presenting a real threat, it backs into its impermeable shell. Which means that you can just do this. Let's see here. I mean, you're be able to attack it, but nothing really. Doesn't really do anything at all. Another one of these symbols. So as you can obviously tell, the other two runic symbols are behind these walls and these cordite hangings.
Recorded to logbook.
Or Chozo lore. Translated. The cries of this dying land echo in our ears as we Chozo watch the great poison seep even further into the living pulse of the planet. The dark energy sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Peaceful beasts die by the thousands. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the force that fell from the sky. Many of these mutated monstrosities remain small enough to do little harm, but others grow enormous and threaten our very existence. One such beast defies our sacred fountain, disgorging poison from its foul form, placing pure, flowing water with cascades of creeping death. Even in the face of such horror, we Chozo do not turn in fear. We are all that stands in the way of this great poison. It is our duty to contain it. Do you think the Chozo are just talking about Flagra as a poison in the water? No, that's more so like a red herring. This great poison is what caused Flagra to grow into monstrous size and poison the waters. That's just, Flagra is just a side effect of the great poison because it's doing its own thing. Magmoor Caverns North, granted. Now you can go through here if you'd like to. Or you can do a little bit of this beforehand. This allows you to just go through here. Just do this to bomb it through. Nothing really to do once you go through here. This is just where you can get that energy tank. Just a shortcut. It's the only way you'll be able to get back here. Alright. Well, that was fun. Now to actually do this part right over here. So yeah, I did mention that you could always go over here just to have access to this. This is a one-way since you don't have the required equipment. And if you do go through here, well, it's also one way. Okay, so what are the other spots that have, you have the Morph Ball now, and the Morph Ball bombs. What are the areas that you have seen that you cannot have access to, you now have access to? And the various suit. You still can't go through here. There's this spot right over here, but you can always do that later until you can have the required equipment for this spot for the furnace. Really, it's not necessary at this point. I guess I don't really do that. I can just jump through it. Now for a little bit of puzzle and lore. Missile expansion right there. Lockdown is the central center of the room. And 2 bits of lore.
Recorded to logbook.
More Chozo lore. The future is a vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even we Chozo would gain the ability to foresee the future. It would be a hollow gift, for we could never hope to control what has yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up. There's nothing we can do to stop such tragedy. But we do know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong, and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. I thought for sure there would be another one on that side. I guess not. I think I remember there being like 2 bits of lore here, but I may be thinking of another room instead. Okay, now for the puzzle. Here's to be the first of the 3 locking mechanisms that seal the gate. Lock is active, but its key slot is sealed by a weak metal grating. Well, yeah, it's weak. It's enough to use your morph ball. Appears to be the second of locking mechanisms. And the third. Samus, this is so obvious. Why are you writing this down? This is mostly just a mini tutorial to show you that you can do this. One thing. It's unlocked now. You can also do this if you want. You know, just the morph ball bomb jumps. Or just do that. I did that wrong. I still did it wrong. What? Okay, let's try this again. You can still do it with a double bomb jump. The spring ball, spring ball, and then that still works out. Got yourself another missile expansion. And take care of that. Now you're on the other side of the ledge here. Yeah, this thing. Be careful how to jump down because you still need to go all the way back to that elevator. Otherwise, you'll have to go through here instead. It's much easier just to go back after getting this. And let me see. And you got the energy tank from this spot right here. There's like 3 more, but you can't actually get them. 1, it's locked behind a tree. 2, you need a grapple beam. And 3, you need something else to get it, which coming up soon. Just return. That's it apparently. Plaza entry, access, the vault. Making my way through. Going. This is what we need to go through to see if there's anything else I'm missing here. As far as I am aware, this is as much as you can get. You'll be going back here at any time. I mean, you can go there now, but it'd be a little bit more efficient if you just keep going on. Okay, down the elevator and we're heading over to Magmoor Caverns. It's a superheated area. And I think there was another spot over in Talon Over where you can go through another elevator and have access to this place early. But you can't go any further than that because, well, it's too hot. You don't really need to scan these. I just like doing it. Hear that? A little bit of the classic Latin chanting. Ominous, ain't it? Ah, there's more here. Well, I'll be needing those. Give me that. getting pretty hot over here. See, just Samus' eyes in the reflection there. Now get ready to save it. It's been a while, and this is just at the entrance of Magmoor Caverns. Alright. Gee, the mini-map, there's an enemy here. Got him. So what would be the point of, if you actually manage to get here, somehow, or you can't even go further because, you know, it's too hot. Backbite and all that.
Recorded to logbook.
New creature, Risby. Sub-volcanic carrion feeder. Carapace can be breached by missiles. Risby's carapace has been fused together by superheated air. This barrier stands up to everything but concussive blast. Its intelligence is limited to instinctive scavenging patterns. So what you're telling me is that the heat has just kind of... Yeah, that doesn't work. The heat has fused its carapace together, meaning that you can open it up, and I'm thinking it could fly, but it can't. Gotta watch out for these things. Have the little warning system right there. Another enemy.
Recorded to logbook.
Burrow, or hard to say here. Tunneling insect predator, similar to the beetle, though it spends more time underground. It seeks seismic disturbances, then surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. It's stupid, is what you're telling me. What it lacks in brains, it makes up for its aggression. It's territorial, though. Well, go ahead and just try and fight it. Because it's just gonna jump out and do that. Welcome to Magmoor Caverns. You recognize the music? That's right, it's Lower Norfair. And now for the namesake of Magmoor Caverns. The Magmoor. Fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava, however the hell that works. It's way hot here, it's like almost as hot as the surface of the sun. Magmoors prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmoors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy. Yeah, they can also breathe fire. I do like the fact that the light from the charge kind of bends. Kind of missed it. And it explodes. Now the thing to note that, I mean, this is kind of one thing I always complain about whenever you see video game lava, or magma in this case. Magma does not flow like water. It flows like, from the consistency as low as ketchup to as high as peanut butter. You can technically step on it, if you don't burn to death from just being near it.
Recorded to logbook.
Just burst into flames because it's so damn hot. But in video games, they kind of treat it as red water. You know, just boiling hot Kool-Aid. Got ourselves a classic. A puffer. Unstable gas-filled organism will rupture on contact. Puffers fill their bodies with lethal metafibrion gas. About in search of food. If ruptured, the gas within the puffer is violently released. Despite their fragile bodies, puffers are aggressive hunters. Ow. The gas cloud they release upon death is often fatal to the creature that brings them down as well. Well, yeah, not only have they died, well, they're taking it down with them. It sort of looks like a more serious form of this Pokemon known as coughing, or wheezing, whichever one you want to, you know, it's floating around. Very easily ruptured. Just 2 hits. We'll be able to get this eventually, though. Let's see what else is here. There's that. Just go ahead and cross the pools of magma. Now to take this guy out. We won't do it. 6. I guess I have to hit you 7 times with that. I think beforehand it was like 3. It is hard mode. 5. Okay, this thing that you can scan. Stress fractures can be seen all throughout this sandstone wall. Keyword. This is busted open. More buffers. Sort of just explodes and you can feel that. This is the pillar? I think there's a over here in the lava lake. One of these 2 pillars holds something if you can hear it. You know, power up. I think it's the other one, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's the other one. Can't tell, you can hear the sound of a power-up with housed within its pillar. Moving on. Some more enemies to look at.
Recorded to logbook.
Look at these little doofuses. Triclops. Hard-shelled creatures with powerful jaws. Excuse me. Triclops is a hunter-gatherer. It collects small creatures and bits of foodstuff, deposit them elsewhere for later consumption. Hard tripartite mandibles it uses to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared. It kind of does so in a sort of vacuum-like motion. Or magnets, whatever you want to call it that. Later you'll be able to cross this, but for now you gotta do this. If you get yourself stuck by this thing, well, just wiggle around as quickly as possible. Okay. Just like that. Otherwise, if you do nothing, it'll just carry you back to the hole and spit you back out. Of course, it's another spam bot. The only thing that ever shows up here. Well, go ahead and just drop a morph ball bomb near that spam bot. Thank you. We're here in the pit tunnel. Triclops pit. A few things you can do in this area here, and something secret that you can't really find until you have do the right equipment. So what direction would you like to go through? Left or right? Because right now it's pointing you to the left side. We're going to be needing that. Bust that open. Go ahead and just avoid that. This poison gas is still going to get to you. They seem to be dropping the 100 unit, the ultra energy. Like the one spot here that you can access to. I remember in my previous playthrough when I was going through here near the end of the game, one of the Triclops kind of glitched out. It kind of just froze in place and I couldn't kill it. I don't know what exactly happened there, but it was wild. Found me. Yeah, before you can kill it with this thing. Grabbed it at the very last second too. Alright. I'll just do that when I find that instead of spending a bit of time here. Storage cavern. Little area here that's just, well, exactly what it says, it's a storage cavern. There's also a little bit of a missile expansion right here. Acquired. Let's get back out there. Oh, that's the only thing you could do here. There's more here. Nope, that's about it. Okay. It just kind of loops itself back. Oh, button. Sorry about that. I can still hear it. You know, the sound of a either a missile expansion or something else. Yeah, it's right here. It's on this pillar instead. Well, if you can only bust it open, but you don't really have the required equipment just yet for that. A little bit of magma here. You'll fall off of that. Right side just houses up. Just a power up for you to pick up. It's the kind of thing that blows up. Oh, alright. Little platforms right here will just sink to the ground. I don't know why it's floating, but there you go. Can't really reach that. All down here, well, you have to go back up because, you know, it's just magma down here. Do you know the difference between lava and magma? It's easy. If magma's within the or underneath the ground, well, it's magma. And lava is outside of the ground, you know, above it. So lava is above ground, magma is below ground. We're in a cave, so this is magma. Even though one of the things on the map just said lava lake. It's an alliterative bonus. Okay. Get it through. Now we have this with a security system. I'm still gonna need more than that. Oh, okay. Over here in this spot. Wasn't quite as fast as I wanted to be. You know, just the rapid-fire missile glitch that still kind of works for some reason. Can't really do that in Metroid Prime 2 or 3, and I'm guessing 4 as well. You just gotta wait a full 2 seconds just to shoot another missile. Check this out. Yeah, that long. Or do this. Do it faster. Alright. Spot to the left you can go to, or to go a little bit higher to the right. Or to head over to the secret, which you can't do quite yet. Because we're not there yet. Well, would you look at that? Doesn't this look familiar? and shown stress fractures and Bendesium frame. You can hear that, right? It's another power-up. We don't have the required equipment for this, but this should be recognizable if you ever played Super Metroid. And ever since then, well, if you ever see like a glass tube, you know what to do. It has a little bit of the flame vents here. Be careful if you jump while this is going on, it's gonna push you directly into the magma. Triclops, it's one of these areas that, I mean, you can go through it, but it's not gonna really do anything. Magmoor somewhere? The one that gives more? Yeah, it is.
Recording to logbook.
This elimination, this one gives me 10. So there's one that gives you 3, another gives you 5, and this one gives you 10. There you go. Gotta get reviewed, you know? There's another Triclops over there. You can access that. Give me this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get rid of this thing. Now. That takes care of that. Ah, damn it. There, made it. What I told him. In the original game, you gotta do that with just morph ball bombs. But I guess if you want to, you can use the spring ball to do that faster. Please appreciate that. Basically, you can just drop down there if you want to. Whoop! I just fell down and saved myself. Look out! High degree of heat. Oh, yeah, it got me. Saw that push me down. Go. About 7 missiles just to take you out. And this leads over to here. Talon Overworld West. This is what I was talking about. Right. Twin Fires Tunnel. Well, yeah, it's twin tunnels, except for one thing. That leads nowhere. Don't even try, even if you do have the required equipment. Alright, I think there was more I could have done over here. But I'm guessing you don't need to go through here quite yet. Okay. What the? Deku?
WTF? You're still up? What?
What? I'm doing like a morning stream. Just playing Metroid Prime. Remastered. If you want to watch, go ahead. Also, I have ordered Metroid Prime 4. It's not going to be here until Wednesday. So, in the meantime, I want to play Metroid Prime Remastered.
Did you finish it already?
Yeah, I've already finished it. I'm just playing it with motion controls.
You should be playing it with mouse controls.
Why would I want to do that? Can I even do that with
Can you play that?
Okay, let me see here.
Play it with. That'd be sick if you could.
Actually, yes, you can do exactly that.
Oh my god, that is epic. You
Yeah.
have to try it. You have to try it.
I don't think it's
That's
actually
fucking
pretty
fun.
good, honestly. I can do it with
Does it feel
mouse control.
fun? Like delayed combat.
I don't think it's actually exactly that. Let me see here. Seems to be
You
working.
might have to change the
Actually, no, I
setting.
don't think it works. Okay, there.
Oh,
It doesn't actually work properly with mouse controls, but it is really neat that I can go left and right, but I can't go up and down. I've tried. Okay,
oh.
so I'm over here after Magmoor Caverns. You ever played Metroid Prime? Or even Remastered? It's my
No,
favorite game of all
I've
time.
played Metroid. Uh, Zero Metroid.
Metroid Zero Mission.
Metroid Fusion, Metroid.
Metroid
That's
Fusion is
good.
a
That's
classic.
solid.
I don't want to just replay all those Metroid games for morning streams. Right after I finish Metroid Prime
I'm
Remastered
almost
and
finished.
4. Go.
Metroid, like scary Metroid game.
Metroid Dread? Yeah, I
There
played
you
that.
go.
And actually, I haven't played that since
I've
it
almost
released.
finished it. I'm still at the part where you're like, you're in freezing temperatures.
Freezing temperature. Right now, I'm at the bottom of Cave. This spot right here that I had no access to, but I can now. Still can't quite
Let's do
actually do
that.
anything here yet.
I'm gonna take out my dog.
Alright.
Gazette. And then let's see what I'll do.
Yeah.
Alright, be right back.
Yes. There's that. Very rare to see Deku showing up here. Analysis indicates incubating life forms below the surface. Ali just muted himself at this point here. Now, if you have actually were paying attention, you may have seen that underneath this table here, Transport Tunnel B, there was a missile expansion down there. I guess it would be easier to do this with with mouse controls, but it didn't actually work as I thought it did. Oh man, hold on. Just need to arrange myself. There you go. Just need to stretch. Okay, good. What was I? Over here at the bottom of the root cave. This is what I was also talking about, where you can go through Magmoor Caverns quickly if you want to. I think it would be better if I just do that each time. Oh, damn it, I hit the wrong button again. The jump button is like right next to it. These buttons are so small, my hand is so big. Yeah, it was what I was talking about. I have played this multiple times, including the remastered with different control schemes. Played it with the new control scheme where you can just use there you go. Well, technically you couldn't really access this, but you can go up here at any time. And if you ever have like the missile launcher, you can always just go back here from Chozo Ruins West and go here if you would like to. It's just an early promo to go to Magmoor Caverns, but it's unnecessary because you still need the barrier suit. And the missile just came back to explode. Okay, so yes, I did try out the new control scheme when on my first playthrough of the Remastered. Then on hard mode, I went to the old GameCube control scheme. And now on stream, I'm just doing this with motion control because I really wanted to, and now I have the chance. Especially with the Switch 2, where it's no longer drifting. Well, I guess it will still drift, but I don't know when that'll be. So, while it's, my Joy-Con 2s are still pristine. As far as I'm aware, there's this door that you can that is still inaccessible because you don't have the required equipment. For now, we're just taking this little detour for 2 spots where you can access to, or you can just save it for later until you get that required equipment. I'm just saying that so I don't give you spoilers again. Just use the AoE from the missile. Can either use charge beam or not. Back to the gunship. And you actually, Samus just was able to reach the height of the gunship twice over. I remember there was this sort of glitch you could do here, or exploit really. As long as it's like far away. Let's see. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. What I was thinking of, well, I did still have all of it, but you didn't give me a save. You can do this, but and then try, and while on top of the gunship, just do the strafe maneuver. You can't do it anymore. They kind of patched here. You can do that just to sequence break and get yourself whatever is over on this door here. Literally just behind you, but you can't access that. Well, you could if you had the old game on the GameCube, which I do have. Get this now. You can also go through here early if you'd like to. There's this spot right there where you can just drop down if you want. Talon Overworld, the Brinstar theme. Nostalgia, love this game. Another spot right here. This rock formation blocks most of the tunnel, but there is a small opening near the floor. Coincidentally, it's exactly 1 meter tall. It's exactly as big as the morph ball. Well, would you look at that? I'm here early, but yeah, you don't necessarily need to be here quite yet, because you're, as I said, you're missing the required equipment. Morphology: Flying Pirate. Pirates trained and equipped for airborne assault. Flying pirates are extremely agile in the air, but the heat signature of their jetpacks can be tracked with thermal imaging. Their missiles are extremely potent. Their jetpacks can be even more so. Pack fails, they will make a suicide strike. The Flying Pirates. Space Pirates. You're not even supposed to see these guys yet, but you can. I'm pretty sure this exact moment, these Flying Pirates are doing reconnaissance. Just to tell you if anything is going on, until... I mean... Is that gonna be damaging you? Literally off screen. And there they go. Check it out. The frigate crash site. This crate appears to be the same type of container found on the Space Pirate Research Frigate. The material seeping out from the ruptured metal is highly toxic. Analysis indicates that this may be the Phazon compound the Space Pirates were using in their biological experiments. Oh yeah, and you can't really tell. This thing is highly radioactive. Not just from your threat meter on the side here, just saying warning as you get close to it. But you can clearly hear a Geiger counter just going ham on this thing. So those flying pirates, I mean, I guess you could maybe try and kill them. I did try, but they're too fast for the missiles, and they're just, I'm guessing they're reporting back to whatever they're going to, because now that they've found the crash site of the frigate Orpheon, and trying to claim back what was lost from that. They now spotted Samus Aran, aka the Hunter. It's one of the areas here that you can't, well, you can get here early. I didn't even do that. Get here early, but you don't have the required equipment. Anything else in here? There's something there. This lichen seems to be giving off low levels of radiation, not much found in the flora or fauna database. Can you hear that? the missile launcher here. You can technically reach it with half of the equipment needed, but it would be better if you have you know, the other thing, the gravity suit. All right, this is gonna be a wet and wild ride here. You can just go through here, but it's just they're too heavy for this. Anyway, now that you've looked at this early on, it's time to get back. There's really much to do other than just looking at this early on. Okay. Nope. The water effect just flowing down Samus's visor. And also just the rain. Well, I guess we're still within a cave, but that now you can actually go through to look at it dripping on the visor. Pretty a good amount of water resistance or waterproofing that allowed the water to slide off. Right over here. You're not strong enough to go through here. That much worry. I guess I could just do this. Back over here, because now you have the equipment needed for this. You have the missiles. Go over here for the temple lobby. Door. The temple. To have access to this place. Some Chozo lore now.
Recording to logbook.
Okay, Chozo script translated. Throughout our living nightmare, as we battle with this unyielding darkness, we Chozo see the light. This light glows with promise, chasing the shadows cast by the great poison, and purifying that which has grown toxic. It is strange, though. At times it looks to our eyes as if the light coalesces into the figure of a woman. Burning brightly, the luminescent descends from space, then retreats back into the infinite blackness from whence it came. When this prophecy comes to pass, when the light recedes, the Chozo's long vigilance of containment will finally come to an end. Prophecy has foretold that Samus will come over and just purge the great poison that seeps through Talon 4. If you can't already tell, it's not the poison from the fountain that Flagra is dispensing, because that was a side effect of the actual great poison. Okay. Containment of the great poison. This task has fallen to the Chozo. We will not flee from our duty, even as we suffer with the land and its creatures. We'll pour our will into the 12, the artifacts which form the lock that holds this great evil at bay, the depths of the planet. This lock must stand up to all who might come to assault it, preserve the power of the seal, to protect it from those who would meddle for their own designs. We'll spread the artifacts across the land, hiding them from prying eyes. The lock must never open until the day comes when this disaster can finally be put right. As you can clearly tell, this is just telling us that you need to collect all 12 of these keys to unlock the temple and have access to the impact crater, which is the final area here. Looks like it kind of collapsed here. Probably just this side right here that was meant to go down, but it collapsed. We don't have only access to one spot here. This is a Chozo artifact. Collect it. Then scan the totems here for clues on the locations of the remaining artifacts. Together, Artifacts will open a path to the center of the impact crater. I just said that. The temple here. Okay. Well, here we go. Go ahead and collect one of 12. Or in this case, one of 11, since this is given to you for free. Chozo artifact acquired. This is the artifact of truth, the first of 12. Scan the totem here for clues. Yeah, you did just say that. Logbook entries. I scanned like 42% of it, and 18% of the items here. There's pirate data and the Chozo lore. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Almost got them all. I'm guessing they're only here in the Chozo Ruins. Also all these creatures, but I'm guessing that's just from the logbook itself. And the research if you want. There you go. Acquired. It doesn't even have its own description here. In that order is what it looks like. Okay. And with that, well, it's now active. One of many, and a few that you can't really scan because, well, it won't let you. Artifacts. A sun chamber high atop a ruined home became the nest of a great beast, and a source of corruption. Many Chozo spirits have been drawn to this tainted place, release their bond to the world to claim the artifact of wild. Now, if you haven't seen, there was a highlighted word right there. It's literally telling you exactly where that artifact is. Artifact of the wild, huh? The heat of Magmoor was a test for many warriors. A shrine, keyword, that's the place you need to look for, in their honor holds out the artifact of strength. I know where that is. Artifact of truth has been returned. Restore power to this Chozo totem. New artifact here. In one of Talon's far corners, a grove of life lies. Reveal the pillar beneath the waves to find the artifact of Chozo. That one's I think I remember that one being right near the crashed frigate zone. Another one here. Invaders have claimed Phendrana as their own. A tower sits atop their fortress. Collapse it to reveal the chamber where the artifact of Elder is held. So, if I understand this right, the Chozo knew this was going to happen because, you know, they could see the future. And, okay, so from what I can understand, the lore is that the meteor that impacted Talon 4, that caused the Great Poison, was 50 years ago. Had time to germinate through and grow up the land, you know? And as of now, well, during this time, the spacecrafts have invaded Talon 4 and just stole the artifact, which is what they said right in the lore there. And they placed it within the tower near Phendrana. We'll be going soon. And the Chozo here knew that was going to happen. So when the time comes for Samus to show up, because, you know, prophecy, she would know exactly where it is. Another artifact. What is it? A tall cave stands at Phendrana's edge. Seek the unseen entrance at its top to find the artifact of spirit. And they chose a ruins on our surface. There is a tower within the ruins, light, where light always shines. Move through the waters there to find the artifact of Life Giver. You can also see that some of these don't actually give off hints, which means you gotta find that on your own. Good luck. Within the ruins of our home, we honor our fallen elders in a great hall. A chamber beneath the statue holds the artifact of world. And that's about it. All the ones you can collect here. And there is obviously more. now that you've got that, got yourself a little hint to collect all 12 of these keys. Or, well, 11. Now let's proceed. Let's go back to Magmoor. It's gonna be a trip just to reach back, you know. Ah. Oop. Ah, it got me. Go ahead, just collect that back. I still don't really that. As far as I'm aware, you'll be needing to go over here just to collect 2 things before coming back here. Okay. Have to get back down. Okay, so right now, you haven't really picked up anything new. You're still exploring Magmoor caverns. You're gonna ignore these. They're of no threat to you. As far as I'm aware, that you can now break that gamer open with just that. Let's see, it's like right over here that access to the Chozo Ruins. You have just went to Magmoor Caverns. You don't have any reason to get back here, other than just, you know, picking up any missile expansions scattered around. Ruined Shrine. That's where that Chozo artifact is telling you. You can't go through here yet. You need to go back to the Sun Chamber, but however, you need some new equipment just to get through. We'll be doing that soon. Not now, of course. No, I don't need to go here. That's the wrong way. And I need to go back to Magmoor. Looks like that thing just respawned. You do get out of the way. Yeah, so if I go over here, yeah, that'll go cavern, go cave. Now you've been poisoned. Disintegrate. Poisoned yourself. There is some more things you can do here, but you need the grapple beam just to be able to reach that. Which means this is the last thing you'll be doing. That's the wrong spot. Oh, it's right over here. Made it. Back over here at Magmoor Caverns, teleporter. I mean, elevator, yeah, that's it. Okay, just sit back and enjoy the ride. Oop. Kind of looking at something while that was going down. Now that you have explored over here, just go all the way back over in this area, the monitor station. Because that's the only place you can actually go through. Little detour there is just to show you that Magmoor Caverns is really just more of a glorified crossroads. I always wondered why Magmoor Caverns does not have a boss to fight here. From what I can tell, it used to have a boss. Oh, oh well. Alright. Yeah, there's actually 7 hits here. So the original boss of Magmoor Caverns was actually just moved to the place we're actually going to. Because the original boss of the area that we're going to... Oh, knock you down. There you go. Actually didn't have... The original boss of the place we're going to didn't actually fit with the area, so they kind of just scrapped it, or really just dummied it out. It still got me though. Oh well. You can see it right here. Ice Spreader. A sneak peek on one of the power beam combos, or charge beam combo thing. If you can't tell from the name, it's for the ice beam. Alright, we're back over here. Got me though. I need a refill on that. Okay. Set that a bit. Okay. Go. Gotta go through here. Still took some massive damage, but I got plenty of energy left in the tank. Let's see, just like another one on that side. Wait until the poison just dissipated. Gonna need some more units of energy than that, because 10 is not enough anymore. I mean, it is early on, but I got 3, so even more than this. Unlimited research station. Report any signs of Magmoor predator activity to Security Central at once. So space pirates. They're using this place as a geothermal energy station. Local crystal formations possess low phazon residue. They do not have high value to the monks of Trondheim. However, recommend processing of crystal for that market once phazon operations cease. He has the space pirates again. I think it's just glitched up. Alright. Geothermal power routing to this station is complete. Unstable magma flow is a concern. Move tower from geothermal grid if fluctuation exceeds safety levels. It's all just flavor text, you know? Just to get you immersed into the world, if you want to. Immersion pistons are leaching power from the magma pools as planned. Geothermal power source is promising. Recommend energy command deactivate central dynamo and switch to geothermal power at once. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, there's this thing right here. As far as I know, that you can't really jump up here because it's too high. And I think you can maybe try this out if you want to. It is high enough, but it's actually very dangerous if you miss, because you'll be falling directly into the magma here. As far as I'm aware, you have to do that twice. And if you actually do manage to do that, well, can't do anything up here yet. Just keep going. You can do something here, though. do that. There's this energy tank you can get. Tank acquired. Now the thing about this area is that in the GameCube release, you're supposed to do the double bomb jump here, because that's gonna explode twice. Meaning that if you miss, you gotta do it again. Spring jump makes it so easy though. Alright, we're here. The place that I was referring to is Phendrana Drifts. Everyone's favorite place. Mine as well. Okay, so yeah, pretty much this Magmoor Caverns is just used to travel from one spot to another. I wonder where exactly would the original boss for Magmoor Caverns would have been. Probably something like this. Has to be like a large area, because they moved the Magmoor Caverns boss to Phendrana Drifts. And the Phendrana Drifts boss was dummied out. I think it's meant to look like a giant snow gorilla, or a yeti, I guess. But it didn't actually fit with the world here. Alright. Whoops. There you go. Alright. Welcome to Phendrana Drifts. This ice structure blocks the hall. Concussive blast should be able to clear it out of the way, which means it wants you to do this. Yeah, just to break it apart. We're over here now. I need to use missile or charge beam. Welcome. Arrived, and with everyone's favorite music too. Phendrana Drifts. I like it though. Nice piano tune to it. Just to tell you that we're in a cold place. We also have these sort of little freaks going around. Flickerbat. Scavenger with optical camouflaging that renders it invisible to the naked eye. Flickerbats are deceptive creatures. The only way to track them reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly. Insects and other small prey that float on the air currents. Flickerbats tend to fly in cyclical hunting patterns. Primitive sonar to navigate. And then they eventually just kind of disappears by just doing that, you know? You can still try and scan them if you want to. Oh. Radiant has become brittle from temperature fluctuations. Large traces of radion detected. Yeah, you just need a missile for this. We'll get to that soon. You hear that, right? Missile expands. The ice covering this open can be melted with extreme heat. Presumably, you can't even break it apart with your power beam or your charge beam or your missiles or a bomb. You're gonna need something hotter for this. There's these things.
Recorded to logbook.
Morphology. Crystallite. Territorial cold-weathered scavenger. Shell of the crystallite reflects beam weapons. Only be cracked by a concussive blast. They hang upside down in an ice cave during their larva stage. Moisture runs off its body and forms the hard ice shell, which the crystallite retains for the rest of its life. This thing that you can't really fight kind of reflects it off. You know, when I first saw this thing, it looks a little bit like a Pokemon. Well, a little bit more alien form of the Bergmite Pokemon. This is called Crystallite. Is this? Yeah, Crystallite. And there you go. It says concussive blast, meaning... Nope, not that. Just a missile. Crack it open with a missile. Save station, along with a little bit of flavor text. Personnel must report to the South Research Facility. Failure to report will be penalized by a 30% ration cut and extra duty. Space pirates are a bad boss. Russian Temple is in Phase 2 lockdown. All projections are postponed under no circumstances are personnel to attempt access. What's going on over there? What did you say it was? Western Temple in lockdown. All ballistics support personnel report to Research Lab Hydra. Lockdown Containment Plan 3A in effect until further notice. Whatever's going on there. Okay, let's do a bit of saving. I'll explore a little bit here. This would be like a perfect time to actually just to end the stream right now. Still got a few more minutes left, so let's look around here. This platform is kept aloft by a gas-based propulsion system attached to its underside. Now, I gotta ask, who the hell designed that? It's either Space Pirates or the Chozo. It looks more like the Chozo then, due to the floaty architecture. There you go. And well, you can see right here that it's puzzle-based. Blast shield over the door is secure. Shield elsewhere in the Phendrana Shorelines area, which is down right there. No? Discovery. And there you go. Easiest puzzle there is. The door directly above has been unlocked. Well, now you can go through. Well, that was fun. I wanted to do that just for a bit because that was just fun. Okay, let's not do that. Go through here for a little while. Ah, would you look at that? Let's see here. Dry structure. About this thing right now.
Recording to logbook.
It's another Bombu. Or Bomba. Scattered Bomba. Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from the creature's body. Like all Bombas, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these lifeforms may result in electrical visor interference. It is possible to avoid engaging scattered Bombas by rolling into the morph ball and slipping between the rotating energy streams. It looks like that. Anytime you get closer. And each time you get closer, static interference. Oh, and just like the other Bombas, or Bombu, just charging it just causes this stupid thing to spin fast. You also can't damage it at all, though. No, I missed it. I still missed it. Over here in this area, East Ruins Ice Ruins East, not East Ruins East. As far as I'm aware, this is going to give you some an access to that spot over there. I'll give you like a sneak peek of what's going to happen. You can see that right there, don't you?
Recording to logbook.
One of the more scary creatures here in Metroid Prime. Morphology: Baby Shigoth, Glacial Predator. Ice shell protects vulnerable dorsal area. Young Shigoths grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs, which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. With this being their only weak point, baby Shigoths will turn quickly in order to not allow predators the opportunity to strike at their backs. While the hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast on their frozen victim. Last word there. Alright, let's see if you can actually take this down right now. Woke it up. And it's also a little bit tired here. There's two of them now. Whoop. Frozen a bit. Alright. Didn't mean to hitting that button though. There you go. I gotta do that 7 times though. Gotta be careful when the baby she-god's death whale, because it's still going to do exactly that. They just blast you with ice. Eventually you'll be able to take that down easily. Just make sure they have plenty of missiles. I mean, I am using that, but why not? You'll always end up earning more than you'll be able to use. Until the point where you're just going to have to rely on your charge beam. Which is a bit slower by comparison. You hear that, right? Another one that has covering thick ice. They gotta melt just to be able to get this thing. That didn't work out how I thought. Have a beautiful place to look at, you know. Still hear it twice over. Alright, let's see if I can get both at once. Yep, there you go. Another one of these magnetic rails. Gotta go all the way up here just to get this thing. Which you can notice just from this little protrusion there. There's 2 spots where you have like missile expansions. Can't access them yet. One you'll get soon, but the other one, well... you'll get it eventually. Right. Alright. Just remember that if you lock on, well, the missile will lock on, or just become homing. Some new characters here.
Recorded to logbook.
You remember this from Magmoor Caverns? Well, you have the Ice Burrow. Burrow is adapted to sub-freezing climates. A hardy life form, Ice Burrow has adapted to the frigid climate of Phendrana. It spends most of its tunneling through the frozen soil. Usually surface to attack passerby. Well, yeah, look at that. Missed it. I missed it again. Oh. You just do the lock-in thing, you know. That didn't work. Come on, just burrow out, you know. Just gonna use my missile. It still doesn't work. I'll take care of that. I'm just gonna ignore them. Well, they're kind of just a leather shot, though. Well, you made it over here. You're gonna need to go through here just to get up high for this area here. I'll go ahead and just do exactly that for this area. Got some more Bomba. Danger. More to this area here. Okay. Over here, the Ice Ruins West. You know what? Well, I would like to just keep going. Don't really have enough time to actually do that. Just think of it this part. This last 5 minutes. That was just a sneak peek for what we're gonna do next time. Or tomorrow. Okay. That's it. I said that. Yeah, go ahead. Here you go for today is a stream of Metroid Prime Remastered. What I did today is just let's see. Yesterday I just cleared out friggin' Orpheon and most of the tutorial area for Chozo Ruins. Today I just finished the latter half of Chozo Ruins and most of Magmoor Caverns, and to go to the actual place, which is Phendrana Drifts. We'll see more of that later on tomorrow.